Your nickname is Irish. Is that for obvious ethnic reasons?
I guess, but I was named so many different nicknames earlier in my career. I had like 3 or 4 of them, and then finally Irish, and I kept that one. I had like the baby face assassin. I didn't like that. I hated that. You know, and a couple other ones similar to that. I was like, nah, Irish, it stuck.
Irish is a great name, but of course my name's Sullivan, so what would I say, right? Tell us about your early career as a New England champion boxer.
Well, I started when I was 7 years old fighting. My brother took me down to the gym when I was young, and you know, just progressed from there. I fought in the silver mittens. I fought in the Junior Olympics when I was a little kid. Silver mittens, and I went on to the golden gloves and the New England AAUs, it's now called the ABFs, and all those different tournaments. And then I finally turned pro at 19, and you know, and the rest is just history. So
it was your brother who actually got you involved in the sport?
Yes, yeah, he started me off.
Introduce us to your brother.
My brother's Dick Yaklin. If you've seen the movie The Fighter, you know, the crazy one jumping out of windows.
There's one in every family.
Yeah, that was him.
After winning your first 14 fights, you take a hiatus from boxing. Why was that?
Well, I took a hiatus because, you know, I fought a few fights after that, and in boxing, when you're winning, you're on top, you know, everything's great. But when you lose a few fights, and you know, you're not the same. They're not the same to the promoters. You're like it's just like being at a meat counter. Next, ticket, next. If you lose, there's always 10 guys behind you that's just as good, you know. So I lost a few fights, and I felt I was just getting thrown in there because, you know, they were just using me as a stepping stone and things like that. So I said, nah, I'm not. You know, I don't want that. I'd rather go back to work. I'm not gonna, you know, for short money, get my head pounded in and be used by these promoters. I said, so I'm done, and that's why I retired the first time.
And you ultimately have to have some surgery done on your hand?
Yeah. After I fought Zab Judah in 1997, my hand was really, it's been bad for my whole career, but it was really to a point where I had to get it done. And I went and finally got my hand done. They took a bone out of my pelvis, put it in here. I got 3 screws, and, you know, it was like a new hand.
And then you make a big comeback. Tell us about that.
Came back, and I won a few fights locally around here at the Wonderland Ballroom, at different little venues, you know, for like short money, just to get back, just to get my body back, just to get some wins under my belt and get my confidence up. Because when you lose so many fights in a row, you lose your confidence. So I had to win like 3, 4 fights to get my confidence, get my, you know, get to feel the ring again, you know, get all the cobwebs out, if you want to say that word, you know. But then when I came back great, you know. I came back, and I come back the second time in my career because I wanted it. Not because someone else wanted me to come back, no, because I wanted to come back and do it on my terms, and that's how I did it. And
you travel over to London, and you take on the welterweight champion over there. How does that work out for you?
Right, it was great. I fought a few fights that I wasn't supposed to win, and I won. That put me in position to fight for that championship, the WBU title. It was the kid was from Liverpool too, and I fought him over in London. So I had to go over there and fight him, and I had to knock him out over there because
you had to.
It's awful tough to, you know, beat one of the guys over there in his home country. You know, you have to beat him either decisively, really every round, or you got to knock him out, and that's what I did. I ended up knocking him out in the 7th round.
Good for you. What a wonderful memory that must be for you.
Yeah, it is, because, you know, a lot of people never gave me a chance of even fighting for a title, and never mind going over there and beating him in his home country.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.